Standard 7 Subject Social Science Chapter number 9 Part 3. In this part we are going to learn about the social life of the people of East India. The people of Eastern India lives in rural areas mostly. The region comprises of mountains, plantation agriculture is practiced widely. For example, tea. The staple food of people is rice and fish. Besides that, people also consume pulses and vegetables. Rasgulla, the famous cheese-based syrup dessert of West Bengal, is popular all over the world. People prefer to wear cotton ankle-length clothes as the region faces a tropical monsoon climate. People are usually short in height. Men wear dhoti kurta while women drape their saris in a traditional pattern. Most of the houses of eastern India are made of bamboo and wood, but some are also made of brick and cement. As there were forest raining heavily. Tribals in forest area lives in herds spread over the forest area. The houses have sloping roof due to excessive rain. The backyard of most of the houses have small ponds, that is known as pukur, in which fish breeding is practiced. Assami, Bengali, and Oriya are commonly spoken by people of eastern India. Hindi and English are spoken marginally. Many festivals brightens the lives of people of this region. Bihu and Ojapali are the folk dances of Assam are very famous. India believes in secularism and Indians have the liberty of following the religion of their choice. India offers astounding variety in virtually every aspect of social life. Diversities of ethnic, linguistic, regional, economic, and religious class and caste groups cross-cut the Indian society. Variety of languages and dialects are spoken here. India is well-being for a multicultural and multi-religious society, celebrates holidays and festivals of various religions. Besides religious festivals and holidays, they also celebrated three national holidays in India: the Independence Day, the Republic Day, and the Gandhi Jayanti. However, with the passage of time, many transformations can be seen in our way of life. For example, changes in our diet, lifestyle, clothing, language, education, technology, etc. due to the increase of communication and faster means of transportation. Globalization has brought out many changes in our social life of the people. Changes are natural and necessary to keep up with the changing trend of the world. But our culture and heritage must be conserved. We have to protect our culture and heritage properly. Man and environment are interdependent, and thus along with culture and heritage, it is prestige and honor must be preserved under all circumstances. Our lifestyle, our clothing, our food, etc. are dependent according to the environment in our surrounding. Therefore, we can say that human beings and environment are dependent on each other. The culture of India refers to the way of life of people living in our country. Our languages, religions, dance, music, architecture, food, and customs differ from place to place within the country. Indian culture, often labeled as an amalgamation of several cultural spans across the Indian subcontinent and influenced by the history. The people of rural areas too enjoy the diversities in caste. Diversity is seen in caste, colors, creed, language, culture, tradition, rituals, customs, and thinking of and beliefs, right from northern state of Kashmir to its southernmost counterpart. The people living in northern state and the people living in southern state are totally different in the way of their thinking, in in their caste, in their color, in their languages, culture and traditions. Kanyakumari from western Gujarat to northeastern Arunachal Pradesh. The political, social, economic scenario is completely different from one another. Hence, we can say that India is known as the land of diversities. Diversity in caste, diversity in color, language, culture, thinking, education, technology, diversity in economically, etc. But then also, people of our country are living with unity, they are respecting each other's religion, culture, heritage, and try to protect them with changing environment. You have to complete this chapter in your workbook and in your lab. In next part, we will learn about the public property of our country. Thank you.